Right, older ones are up having a fly. We'll get them up for a little bit and then we'll get the other ones out after that. But in the meantime, we need to check up on some of these other birds. There's a lot of progress happening here at the moment. Right, while they're having a fly, we'll have a little bit of a look. Yes, your turn's coming, buddy. Oh, you're a character, you are. Watch out, we're coming in. All these little young ones, this will be their third time out today. Had them out yesterday, they've done reasonably well. Really happy how they're all turning out. Really beautiful birds. This one's one of the crosses from the Veensters. But hopefully we can get these guys up and flying pretty well before the weather really sort of sets in. Because give them the best chance. Who's this one? Oh, you're looking pretty good too. But I'm pretty happy how they're all going so far. So these ones, as you'll see in this video, kind of just flapping around, not doing too much. Some of them are going from roof to roof, having a bit of a, you know, flap here and there and on the ground. But, you know, slow progress, but they'll get there over the next week or so. Just have a quick look at these breeders, because hopefully we should have some more hatching in here. Not so much on this side. I'm pretty sure those ones down there are fertile. Only reason I candled them, I'm going to give them another couple of days, but I just, because those are a really young pair, that's their first year breeding and that's their first sort of round thing, so you know, it's kind of expected. What's everyone else doing down here? So we're kind of just cruising through. I had a bit of a head count yesterday. We've got about 30 birds that we can fly right now. Oh, these guys are ready to come in, I think. Come on. No, go back the other way. Come on. You can't come this way. He's used to being this side because he had a nest box in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is it getting better? Little bit by little bit. Most of those ones are reasonably new. They're the first round of ones that we bred. There's quite a few of them there, only a couple of older ones. He is too. So just trying to get the fitness up on them. You see they're panting a little bit. It is warm today, but also trying to get them a little bit better around the loft because they're only really sort of starting to mob together and things like that. So we're getting there. Oh, he's been a bit cheeky, that one. All right, come on you two. You're going to miss out. Come on. All right, we're getting there. This is... I'm like this stage where they are flying, they are responding to the whistle. This group here's got a long way to go yet, but we'll get them sorted over the next few weeks, and then hopefully we can combine all these together. So we'll have about 20 to 30 birds up flying, like I started to say over there. We do have some older ones from last season that we have been breeding with that may start coming back over here as well. And I was doing a bit of a head count yesterday, and we probably will have enough if we do another round, 1 to 2 rounds. That'll take us up closer to like 60 to 70 birds. So yeah, I think we're on track. I was just stressing a little bit because we had a few infertile eggs and, you know, just those one nesters, which was a little bit annoying. But I think we'll be fine. We'll just keep cruising as we are. We'll get another round, 1 to 2 rounds out. We've got a whole bunch of babies that have just hatched as well, which we'll see in these videos. So if we do another round after that, we should be pretty sweet, I'd say. It's time to get all these little ones out, which is the fun part. Okay, come on. Let's go, let's go. Let's get them out into the other section. We're just working with what we got at the moment. The loft is not ideal, but you know, we're getting there. Oh, there's our little special pigeon. I've got that up open for them, so we'll bring them across to there, and then once they get a little bit more happy to flying, I'll just let them out through the normal door. But I'm just getting them used to where the trap is, and it seems to be working pretty well. It's probably working better than what we've done previous years. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, they're looking good. I'll tell you what, they're for probably the second round. There's some good looking birds in there. I'm pretty happy. Oh, you don't need to go out. If you want. That's my son's spastic pigeon. And then just got to get this little best kettle hen out. Come on. Where are you going? No, don't sit on my shoulder. Out you go. She doesn't want to go out, the poor girl. Oh, little Mealy's down there. That Mealy's probably the youngest out of the bunch. So hang on a second. Just wait. Let's just drop this down anyway. Just getting them used to that. I've had no trouble with them yet. I got them in really easy yesterday. So only that little Mealy, I may have to, you know, just herd him around a little bit because he's wanting to come in. But it seems to be working all right so far. I'm not locking them out or anything. If they want to come back in, they can. Like I said, it's their third time out, and there is a bit of variation in the ages. You've got like probably the youngest one down here, hey, and then we got a few of the older ones which are quite happily flying around. There's probably some of them out already up on. Just getting them familiar with this landing board. It's a little bit different this year because we've got a little bit longer roof on there. I was planning to drop this board down a bit more. So they just want to come back in, that's all they want to do. That little Mealy just walked over my feet, the cheeky little fella. These few that here are reasonably young. There's a black one out there having a bit of a fly as well. Oh, she's blown out. Both black ones flying. Oh, he's up on my roof there. Blends in pretty well. Oh, and a black one about to drop in. Well, look at that. It's like he's already knowing how to do it pretty good. Just keep that up for race day, buddy. Straight on the board in. But I'm just getting them out every day. I may try and get them out in the morning tomorrow. Oh, here comes another black one. Oh, up on the roof. But yeah, we're getting there slowly. So there's only one more out, so there's 4 out in total. It's just the other black one up on the roof. I think I might give them a feed now because they're all ready for it. You ready to come in, or are you just too busy doing your own thing out here? Come on. Come on. Oh, these black ones got a bit of a character in them. Come on. All right, slowly getting there with the whistles. Time for a feed. Just trying to get them out as much as possible. I just want to get them really fluent. Come on. Come on. I gave them a really big feed before I went to work this morning, so I was kind of a little bit, I thought they might actually just want to stay out a bit more and misbehave, but obviously kind of worked out pretty well. I'm just trying to get these guys up to speed as quickly as possible, so just get them out and in, and then hopefully they'll get caught up to some of these ones and we'll be able to get them out, because I do want to get that big flock up flying. I do kind of miss that, so hopefully that won't be too far away. We've only got one more black one to come in. That all up, that was about 10 minutes, so not much. Some went on the roof, just getting them used to being out on that landing board without the box on there, and then having to come back in through that the bob wires, which is, you know, something different for them, especially with there's no, like, you know, they feel a bit more comfortable when the cage is there. But pretty happy. We're getting there. All we need to do now is get 30 in this section, 30 in this section, and you know, we're getting really close to the size team that I want, around about that 60 to 70. And that's pretty much what we had last year, but this year we're going to take a lot slower. I may even take a bit more time off work when it comes closer to tossing, so that we can just really sort of ease them into it, and hopefully get them prepared for that first race. Hopefully this season I want to aim for less losses. We do have better bred birds. Last year we had a lot of, like, you know, bits and pieces. This year there's a lot better birds in here. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can reduce our losses. That will definitely see us through the season a bit more. And we'll have a little bit of a look in here. So these are the pair that we raced last year that I might, you know, just flick them back over into the flying section. I was hoping that these eggs would be fertile, but they're a bit young, so I'm not too stressed. But I just want to race these two again, so we'll probably get them up flying. There'll be another two. You know, we've got plenty of breeding going on. It's just going to take us another, you know, 2.5 months to get those numbers that we need. But these ones, look, I like these ones. So we're going to have to pick through some of these tomorrow for the one loft race. Like I mentioned earlier in the week, we've got the little pink rings that we'll start putting on them. We've got to go through them all now because we'll have to start separating them in soon. Not these ones, but the ones we'll look at shortly because they're a bit older. No egg yet. I feel like she might have dropped one when she was on the perch, so I'm, you know, a bit sad about that. And we've got our two black ones in here as well, or black grizzle and this black. We've got our little Herman's Vanderbilt cross hen here. Yeah, she's the best hen from last year, if you remember her. The special hen was her name. The first few races. This is the mother of it, so she's just gone back down eggs again, and what we might do is just let her go for another 2 to 3 rounds, because she really hasn't, probably 2 more rounds and then we'll call it quits, just because she bred some really nice babies. And hopefully we can get another, you know, special hen this year, because I reckon we will. So it's you know, I'd say we're only really max 2 rounds away from finishing with breeding. And then what I might do is separate all the birds, and then I might just select 4 to 6 pairs of completely different pairs that we've not had before. So we might Apache, we might change him with a different hen for maybe 1 round or 2 rounds. Maybe it's more of just a play around, try something a bit different. And then also we've got Rosetta as well. There she is. She's gone into the wrong box. But we might look at changing her up as well. The cock's chasing her. She's probably close to laying again. So that will probably be her last round, probably with those. That's what we'll most likely do, and I might even split up 83 in the best hen. That's probably in the new year, so maybe just after Christmas. We'll probably look at doing that just for a special round. Nothing too crazy though, I just want to test a couple of pairs, something a little bit different. So I'd say this one has gone into the one loft races, and this big stunner here, I'm going to keep him for myself, because I think this is the best pigeon that I've bred this year, in like condition wise and just overall, you know, just looking at the appearance and things like that. He's super healthy and super muscly. He's got really nice wings on him, but we'll probably have a better look at him as he gets a bit older. So I thought, oh, maybe we'll just keep him here and we can watch him and race him and see how he turns out. But you might be going to Victoria for a one loft race. Might be going on a bit of an aeroplane ride, so get ready for that. And we do have that last little baby up here, single nester from Little Storm and Apache. The babies have turned out alright. They're a little bit smaller than I expected. A lot of the other Veensters are a little bit bigger, like this guy. He's a bit of a chunky, he's just like a bit of a beefcake, this one. Look at the wings on him, unreal. So it's kind of good that I like this one, because he hasn't thrown a lot, like it's an in-between the father and the mother, where the other rounds have been just like all taken after the mother. So you guys might be looking at laying again, which I don't think we'll let you lay again, because I'm going to race these two. I've just been using them as fostering. The cock we raced this year, he was the one that went missing for 8 days. And the hen, I kind of bred for stock, but I'm just going to race her this year anyway. And he's really protective of his babies. But we got these 2 little ones that are destined for the one loft as well. These are Apache's babies. Then with Little Storm, we're just really limited this year for babies in that right age group to get them into the one loft. And then we got the old ugly hen over here. So one of her eggs is infertile, so I took that out, but one is hatching, which is really cool. So the good thing about this pair here is she's raced. She had the special ring on her. She was in the special ring race. So she went all the way out to 515 to 520 kilometers. And basically the cockbird she's with done the same thing as well. So I'm just doing a bit of experiment and see how, you know, 2 race birds have done reasonably well. See how well they breed, because I've got a few free sections and breeding pens, but there's a whole bunch of ones down here as well. And I think these ones are hatching. So those should be hatching as well. This hen actually raced this year too, and she had some babies in the race, and they've done pretty well. But she was the only one that made it through. We lost 1 or 2 in that tough race near the end, but she's here, so we'll keep breeding from her. You right there, mate? Whoa. Watch out. Oh. Huh? I like stirring you up. You're a bit of a character. And we should still have one big baby up in here, which will be due for some rings shortly. Because she's a new hen, I haven't really, had too much breeding out of her yet, so she'll probably only get another round or 2. Who's making some noise over here? You're trying to get out, it's not your turn. And you can see we've got one little black one still out, but he's at that age. Sometimes I have problems with him where they kind of just want to do what they want to do, so he's the only one that's left out. He'll go back in at some point. He's just been a little bit naughty. So we'll have a little bit of a look in here, because there is a few issues in here I'm dealing with as well. So as you know, we lost an egg in here. I don't think it's a rat or anything like that. I just think the birds have been fighting and broken it. It might have rolled out. So she may lay again. I'd say probably tonight or tomorrow night. I'm going to keep a close eye on her. But what I might do is just lock them up in this box. And if she has a fertile egg, that will be good news. We'll just let her raise that one baby. I just want to get some more of these Kruger crosses out, just because I brought them and I haven't really had any luck with them yet. I had 2 pairs. One of those hens turned into a cockbird, so I've got 3 cocks, and I've only got 1 of these Krugers down on babies so far to one of my hens, which are these ones here. And they are really, really nice babies. I'm pretty happy with them. They look really, really healthy and happy. So I'll leave that pair together, and this is their first round, so I might just let them do 3 in total, which will probably take us close to the end of the year. They'll probably be down on babies again soon. But these will most likely be in the one loft as well, this whole age group. I think there's 16 babies. We need to pick 10 out of that, so there'll still be 6 will stay here. But look, I'm pretty happy with this. They look good. Nice little checkers, but we'll keep a close eye on them. That's all we can do. But we're going to have a bit more thinking with our breeding, because we might pull a few pairs out that aren't doing anything. We've got a few like this hen here that hasn't been doing anything. We've got a pair up there that's not doing anything. We'll have a look at in a minute. But let's take we zoom in on these little guys, because they're quite feisty. Really, really nice colorings on these ones. So I'll probably let these ones go for another 2 rounds as well. I'm not going to split them up, because the babies, they look healthy, they look quite nice. Look at this little dark checkery thing here, like a bit of a pied, and they've got a bit of attitude to them. So most likely both of these will go to the one loft as well. We'll sit down tomorrow and we'll go all through it. I'll have to get the little pink rings on it, but they are doing really, really well. So I'd say we've got a hen here and a cock here. But they are looking pretty well. I'm happy how these ones are turning out. So we'll put those ones back over in there. So they are Cassat cross shock storm baby. So it's an interesting mix, that one. But they're looking good. So I'll probably let that pair continue. And then we got these little characters up here. They're very, all these babies this year have got a lot of character. Come over here a bit. I'm just checking you, make sure you've still got your rings on there. So we've got one that's a blue bar and then one that's quite pied. So I don't know if I want to send the pied one to the one loft, but we might have to. We're kind of limited. But I might let this pair continue for another 2 rounds as well. This is their first round. They are both not related to any of my birds, that pairing. So we'll see what's going on over here. And we've got the cock over on the right there, the one that I thought was a hen. He was actually meant to be a hen. On the pedigree it says hen and didn't turn out that way. So I've paired him with one of my little hens and hopefully she lays. She hasn't bred at all this year, or this is her first year. So hopefully we'll be able to get them down, because these new birds are give me a bit of trouble, to be honest. I've only got those 3 down. Can't get them ones on eggs, I can't get them ones on eggs, and I can't get those ones on eggs. So it's been a little bit frustrating. So I may have to split all these up, even though I really like that cockbird in there, which is unrung, which is one of 83's babies. I know if I pair him up with another hen, he'll be fine. So I think the hen, she just doesn't want to breed for some reason. She is an older hen too. She's a couple of years old. I think she's like 2 years old. So there's no reason why she should not be laying an egg. Maybe the cock's too young. Maybe she wants a bit older, but he is pushing her pretty hard. He chases her, always in the nest bowl calling out. So I just don't know what it is. We'll have to figure it out. Just got to go through them all. We've got a little hen down there too we might pull out, because she hasn't laid an egg yet. Her nestmate, full sister, her babies are down there too. So there's no reason why she's not laying either. So don't know what it is. Maybe once the weather starts warming up a bit, we might have some more luck. So hopefully, I hope there's an egg under here. No, there's not. Where's your second egg? Because she laid that tiny little budgie egg. I was hoping that this hen was going to lay another one, but obviously not. That's a little bit of a pain. So this might be a pair that we may look at splitting up too. Or see how she goes. If she lays another round, then we'll think about it. But I could free some of these nest boxes over. I'd really like to get every one of these boxes breeding, and then that can free up some sections in the other loft, which we could probably fit more race birds in. And there's our nice little, I just wish I had more hens like this, to be honest. I've just got such a good feeling about this pair. Both the babies are in there happy and healthy, so I am happy with how that one's turned out, but she's a good hen. I'll put you back. Let's hope we get some more reds from that. It'd be nice to see. And yeah, that little guy's hanging around there. I'll see you in the next video. Get ready for tomorrow. We'll start ringing up some of these birds for the one loft race.